Hello students, how are you today? I'm fine, thanks. In today's class, we are going to see a new topic to talk about the future. Yes? But first, let's revise what you already know. You already know how to talk about the present. For habits and routines, we use present simple. You need to remember two things about present simple. Yes? The normal verb or the verb with S. For example, I play tennis. She plays tennis. I go to the cinema. She goes to the cinema. So the normal verb or the verb with S in affirmative. Now for negatives, dudas, tengo dudas. Yes, we use do and does. I do not play tennis, or I don't play tennis, or she does not play tennis, or she doesn't play tennis. The verb doesn't take S because we have does. She doesn't go. She doesn't play. Yes? And for questions, auxiliary subject verb. Auxiliary subject verb. Does she play? Do you play? Yes, I do. No, I don't. That's for present. Always, usually, sometimes are typical words of present simple. Now, let's talk about the past for actions that started and finished in the past. For example, yesterday, last week, last year. Yes? You also need to remember two things. The verb on the list, the second column, or if the verb is not on the list, what happens? We add ed. For example, play. I check on the list, play is not there. So the past is with ed. I played tennis yesterday. She played tennis yesterday. Yes? But some verbs are on the list, the irregular verbs. For example, the verb go. You check on the list, go. Went is the past. I went to the cinema last weekend. Or she went to the cinema last year. Now, what happens with negatives? Negatives, we need the auxiliary didn't. I didn't go to the cinema. She didn't play tennis. We don't need the verb in the past, yes? Did indicates past. And for questions? Did you go to the cinema? Did you play tennis? Auxiliary subject verb. Now, to talk about the future, we are going to see a new structure. Yes? We are going to see a new structure. The structure is going to. Yes? We are going to see future. We use going to is one of the structures we use to talk about the future. There are others, but today we are going to see vamos a ver going to. We use this to talk about a plan we have for the future. Yes? This class is my plan. Yo planeé ver esto hoy. Es un plan, por eso uso we are going to see. We are. Remember that in English you have the possibility of contracting. Instead of saying we are, we can say we're. Yes? This is the contracted form. Then going to, and then the verb. So this is the structure of the future. Person, verb to be, going to, and verb, normal verb. Yes? So this is affirmative. Negative, I'm sure you remember the negative of are is aren't. We add an apostrophe T. We are not or we aren't going to see. Then the structure is the same. Going to and the verb. Yes? And what happens with a question? With questions in English, if possible, we make inversion. Yes? We change the order. Instead of we are, we say, are we going to? And then question mark. Remember, in English we close the question mark. We don't open the question mark. So are we going to see future today? Yes, we are. No, we aren't. Yes? So this is affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Now, are is the verb to be for we. Then, depending on the person, there are different options of the verb to be. Yes? We are. We use are for plurals. You are. They are. Yes? Now, why are there two are? You remember? Why? This you. All this is singular. I, the person who speaks, quien habla, yo. You, the person who listens, quien está escuchando, vos. But only one. This you is also who listens, también quien escucha, pero plural. Yes? You can be vos, solo una persona, or you can be ustedes, more than one. It's the same word, la misma palabra. Yes? I. For I are. You remember? It's I am. I am going to explain. Yo voy a explicar. I'm going to explain. You are going to listen. Ustedes van a escuchar. He, she, or it. We don't use am or are. You remember? We use is. He is going to play. Él va a jugar. She is going to study. It is going to rain. ¿Va a llover hoy? I don't know. It's going to rain. We are, you are, they are. So always for this structure, remember, first the person, then is, are, or am. Remember, is for singular, are for plural, and am for I. Yes? Then, going to, luego agrego going to, and then the verb. Yes? So this is the structure of going to talk about the future. Good. So now let's practice.